Welcome back to another installment of This Week in Penn State Wrestling. We're joined by Associate Head Coach Cody Sanderson. Cody, first of all, let's recap the trip to the Southern Scuffle last week. Are you happy with the way the guys wrestle?
Yeah, for the most part, I think our guys wrestled well. They wrestled hard. They were going for bonus points, which made a big difference in that kind of tournament situation. We had some good performances individual-wise. Ed Ruth obviously did a great job coming in and winning that and beating the #1 ranked guy in the country. James Wohlrath also did an excellent job. He was, second string at 157, coming through and beating a ranked wrestler to finish up. I think he ended up finishing up third. So we had some good individual performances and a great team effort, I thought.
Do you feel like that was a good measuring stick of where you are as a team at this point in the year?
I think it's a good measuring stick for some of the progress we've made. Those tournaments they're a little different because it's not consistent as far as the difficulty of weight classes from top to bottom. There's some of those weight classes that were very tough. Some of them weren't as tough. But it gives us an overall sense of where we are. We get to see, just like in any other tournament, you get to see multiple matches in a day. We get to make a good evaluation on conditioning. Our guys using and implementing the things that we're working on in practice. And so I think it's a good chance to kind of see where we are.
Moving forward to this weekend, Penn State's the #1 seed for the Virginia Duels. Talk about the tournament down there.
We went to the Virginia Duels last year, and we thought it was a great event. Hopefully, the way it works out, we'll have 2 matches a day. We'll get 4 dual meets down there. We really like wrestling in that dual meet situation. It's good for the team, to be right there back to back with one another, making sure they're relying upon each other. Again, it's a good chance for guys to go out there and try to get bonus points, because anytime you're in a dual meet tournament, when you start getting towards those semifinals and finals, those things will make a big difference. The way it's looking out on paper right now, we probably, if we win through, we could end up with Lehigh again in the finals. When we wrestled them before, bonus points were a difference. So, again, that's something that we're looking towards. We're looking for is trying to get some extra points in some of those weight classes.
You and Caleb obviously talked about bonus points throughout the year. How do you feel like that area has progressed to this point? Are you happy with the way the guys are tallying bonus points?
Yeah, I think so. And it just, we talk about that a lot to make sure guys are being aggressive. Don't be happy with just getting a takedown. Get a takedown and put the guy on his back. Score 2 points and score 3 points. If opportunity to turn a guy, work a guy. Find a way to get him on his back. Don't just be content just kind of riding him or letting him go. Find a way to keep a guy down, because those extra points you pick up are what are going to make a big difference as a team and individually in a national tournament. If you know how to get an extra point here or there, or score on the edge to get that that major decision, that stuff makes a huge difference when the matches get tight.
Can you give us an injury update on Quentin Wright and then how Brad Pataki's knee fared down at the Southern Scuffle?
Quentin is making excellent progress. Just everything from the trainer and doctor standpoint, they're saying that he's really coming along. We said mid-February. Maybe it'll be a little bit earlier than that before we actually get him out there. But it's not something that we're going to hurry along, though. At this point in the season, we just want to make sure that he's healthy before we put him out there. And then Brad actually he did well with his knee. It's the first time he's wrestled live in competition for quite some time. So as the tournament progressed, he got a little bit slower. It stiffened up a little bit. But, nothing to be too concerned about. I know when he got back, the past couple of days, he's been pretty sore. So we've just been working on, getting some of the swelling back out of that mobility. And, he'll be going today in practice. He'll be going full speed. So, we expect to see him back out there on the mat for some of these duels this weekend.
Had a new addition to the roster over the Christmas break period. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, Andrew Long is on our roster now. He's in practices. He'll be traveling with us this weekend. We're just making sure that he's ready to compete. Working some on his conditioning, and but as far as that goes, we'll see. We don't definitely. He hasn't just become the starter at that weight class by any means. We're kind of working on some of those things right now. But there's a chance that he could be in some of the duels this weekend also.
What are you looking for this weekend? What do you want to see accomplished down the lineup?
The same message we tell these guys every time. We want you to go out there and wrestle hard. Give us 100% effort. Do everything that you can possibly do out there. Win the tie-ups, control the center of the mat, score on the edge, wrestle with the kind of attitude that we ask you to wrestle with. And it's just another opportunity to do that. This is all preparation. We're continuing to train, and this is just another good chance to compete.
Cody, thanks for your time. Best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.